Hi friends, this is Veronica. Today I wanted to share with you a 15-minute yin practice that will help to open up the lungs and just create a lot of space in the chest area. So for today's practice, you can use 2 blocks and a blanket. If you don't have 2 blocks, you can use some books. You can also use 2 or 3 pillows for the supported fish that we're going to do, and you can place that behind you. I will show you once we begin those postures. But for right now, let's just take a moment and just ground down. Just find a comfortable seat. I'm sitting in hero's posture for reference, but you can sit with your legs crossed in Sukhasana. You can also sit on a block if that will help with your knees. All right, just settle in, take a moment. Maybe take your shoulders up, back and down. You can close your eyes halfway or the whole way. Just really taking a moment to arrive, not just physically here, but mentally as well. Allowing yourself the next 15 minutes to just be, right? Just be and to find a moment of self-care. Take a really big inhale through the nose. And sigh it out. Let's do that 2 more times. Deep inhale and sigh it out. 1 more time. Deep inhale and sigh it out. And if your eyes are closed, as you're ready, begin to open them back up. Just blinking a few times, coming back into the space. And let's prepare for our first posture, which is a supported fish. So take your blocks, place 1 block on the medium height. So blocks have 3 heights, the lowest, medium, and the highest. So place that first block on the medium height. This will be for your head. So you will be able to move this around as you like once you get the other one on your shoulder blades. So then take the other block and you're going to put it from the base of your shoulder blades up. So right in between your shoulder blades. If you don't have a block, you can use a blanket and place that right underneath you. It's going to be the same thing. So take a moment and set yourself up, right? So the first one is on the medium height and the second one is on the lowest height. So carefully bring yourself down. Make sure that you put that block right from your shoulder blades up. All right, find that first. And then you can adjust the one for your head. Keep the knees bent till you settle in. Just take a moment to breathe here, allowing the back to just drop, settle. You can change the height for your head, remember that. And if you don't necessarily care for it, you can just let your head go back. But if that's too much for your neck, take the block and put it back. And from here, allow your shoulders to just open up. You can cactus your arms. Now if you cactus your arms, just know that if you see mine, and my elbows are kind of hovering over the mat, that is okay, right? Just allow gravity to do what it needs to do here. But you can also keep your arms right by your sides. You can keep the knees bent. You can straighten your legs. You can also bring the soles of your feet together, and that gives you an additional hip stretch. Right? So whatever you decide is going to be the perfect thing, just remember that. Now, once you find your posture, doing your best to just find some stillness. Maybe you close your eyes. And remember to just allow gravity to do what it's going to do here. Imagine your shoulder blades wrapping around the block, settling down into pillows if you're using those. Allowing the lungs to open. And see if you can sense your lungs. Right, and now your lungs, they go all the way to your collarbones. You're actually peaking right above your collarbones into your throat. And the lungs are really supported by the diaphragm, that is the muscle of breathing. Also the ribs. And this whole area really needs to relax in order for the lungs to have enough room to expand. Giving you really good breaths here. I invite you to count your breath, inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 6. For example, you inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. You exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And keep doing that. Trying to make your exhales longer than your inhales. Doing your best to relax the belly. Relax the jaw. Drawing the shoulders away from the earlobes. And really noticing the breath. Feeling the expansion of your lungs as you take an inhale. And the decompression as you exhale. Making sure that when you inhale, you're taking that breath all the way down past your belly button. And then when you exhale, you feel that breath going up and out of the nose. On the inhale, you feel how the ribs open and the diaphragm goes down. And as you exhale, the ribs come in, pushing the diaphragm up. Keep relaxing the shoulders, the belly. In the last few moments that we have here, how can you relax a little bit more? And as you're ready, if your arms are cactus, make sure that you first take your palms forward and down. If the soles of the feet are together, bring the knees back together, bringing the soles of the feet onto the mat. And if your legs are straight, bend your knees and bring the soles of the feet on the mat. Now there's no great nice way to get out of this posture, so you have a couple of choices. If you want, you can carefully make sure that you tuck your chin to your chest and you bring yourself up to a seat, or very slowly you can take yourself either to the right or to the left, helping you come up into your seat, taking your time, moving slow. And once you get to the top, just really take a moment, notice how your chest is feeling, maybe even taking those shoulders up, back, and down. Right. The next posture is going to be a wide-legged fold. So one of the things that will make this maybe a little bit easier, especially if your low back is hurting, is if you take the blanket and you can sit on the blanket. So you can do that if you like. Okay, and as you settle in, I'm just going to put my blanket to the side. Take a moment and lengthen your legs out in front of you. Maybe shake them out a little bit. And now take your knees out into a V. Now don't go super wide because we're going to be here for a long time. Take it to where it is comfortable for you. All right. Now, to help you not to hyperextend your knees, or if you have any knee pain, you can take your blocks and put them right underneath each thigh or closer to your knee, right underneath the knee. Right? That might feel good. If not, you can take 2 blankets and roll one underneath each knee. So you decide what kind of support you need and get that settled. All right, now take a moment, look at your beautiful feet, and flex your feet. So take those toes towards your face as hard as you can, and then completely relax your legs. So you want to keep the legs relaxed. In yin, we try our best not to have any muscle engagement, because a muscle that is engaged is a muscle that cannot relax, and therefore we cannot get into the fascia or the connective tissue of the body. So make sure that you feel really relaxed. And take a big inhale, lengthen your arms up. And on the exhale, hinge forward from your waist. When you feel that your back is rounding, just allow your hands to come down onto the mat. Let your head go. Now, if this is too much for your neck, if you have blocks or you have books, you can stack the blocks and put it right underneath the forehead, wherever that is for you. You can stay up a little bit higher. Oh, my blocks just fell. And try to settle into this posture as best as you can. Just noticing where your body began to hold tension when you came into this posture. Are you flexing your feet? Are you maybe holding onto your glutes? Relax your belly. Allow your shoulders to draw away from your earlobes. Relax the forehead and the jaw. And we often think about just breathing into the front body, right? That maybe our lungs only exist in that front part of the body, but they wrap all the way around. So I want you to really take your awareness to the back body and begin to breathe into the back of your lungs. Imagine taking the breath right in between your shoulder blades and finding a lot of expansion in the back of your lungs. And again, I invite you to count your breath here, inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 6. With every exhale, you allow your body to relax further down. Remembering that you have full control here. And if you need to back off a little bit, that's okay. You have to find your edge. I cannot determine that for you. You really have to discern the difference between your edge and going into pain. There should be no pain ever in yin, but there are going to be many moments that are very uncomfortable. Relax your head. Just allow your head to go down, chin to chest. Maybe you have found a little bit more room and you walk your hands a little bit further forward. Doing your best not to have any muscle engagement. Breathing into the back of your lungs. Creating more and more room back there. If your mind starts to drift, that's okay. Acknowledge your thoughts and just bring them back to your breath. Noticing what you're feeling. Maybe you're also feeling the stretch, the posture, and the inner lines of the legs where 3 meridians meet here. Kidney, liver, spleen. Maybe you're feeling it in the back of your body, urinary, bladder, and kidney, meridians. Maybe you're feeling that whole stretch from the base of your spine to the base of your skull. You have about 30 seconds to go. Or can you soften a little bit more? Maybe it's not in your physical body. Maybe it's a thought. What would happen if you just completely relaxed here and just surrendered a little bit? Very slowly begin to walk your hands towards your torso. Keep your chin to your chest and slowly roll yourself up. Very, very slow. Once you get to the top, just take a moment. There's always something called the rebound effect when we come out of the impostures, and if you come out of it too fast, you can sometimes get dizzy. Maybe begin to move your legs a little bit. Alright. And then the last posture that we're going to do is a twist. So make sure that you have your blocks and your blanket next to you, because from here we're going to go right into our final Shavasana. So make sure that you have everything around you. Very slowly bend your knees, bring the soles of the feet onto the mat, and begin to just come onto your back. And once you get down there, take a moment, just allowing your spine to realign and keep the knees bent. Maybe you want to windshield wiper your knees a little bit. This is my timer, if you're wondering. That's what I keep looking at. All right, come back to center, and very carefully just inhale the knees into your chest and give yourself a nice hug. And then very slowly allow your knees to drop to your left. Now, once you get down there, you feel something in your back, or your knees are not doing that great, you can take one of the blocks or the blanket and just place it right in between your knees. So decide what this is going to look like for you. Now, if you bring your knees more parallel with your hips, it might feel a little bit more intense. If this is too much for you, just lower your knees away or down, and that's going to decrease the intensity. Now from here, you can look to your right. If that is too much on the neck, just keep looking up. And you can also cactus your arms here, continuing to open up the chest. Now in the first posture, we were really working on the front body, front of the lungs. In the wide-legged forward fold, we were working the back of the lungs. And then we're working the sides of the lungs. So I'm going to take a moment and just think about the right side of your body. Feeling that right lung that's right behind that right rib cage. Feeling it expand and contract with each breath. And really focus on breathing sideways. Here again, I invite you to count your breath, inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 6. Make sure that you're relaxing your shoulders. Relax the belly. No need to hold anything here. No muscle engagement. Oh, excuse me. Something else that you can do here in the last few moments is you can take your right fingertips on the side of your right ribs and just carefully massage that area, getting right in between the ribs, intercostals. The ribs have a tendency to also get little knots in them. So this is a nice, easy way for you to not only give yourself some self-care, but help to open up the sides of the ribs even more. I mean, if you're not feeling this or you don't like it, that's okay. You can stop doing it. Remember, it's your practice. And if it feels a little bit tender on this side, just know that your liver is there. And that sometimes if you are very stressed, the liver has a tendency to get inflamed. Just give it some love there. And take an inhale and an exhale. And on the next inhale, carefully bring your knees back up and then to center. Kind of realign your spine. If your arms are cactus, you can keep them like that. And then just take your knees over to the right this time. Now again, you can place the block right in between your knees. You can place the blanket there as well. Whatever feels good for you. Just kind of begin to settle there. Bringing the knees up higher and more parallel is going to intensify the stretch. Bringing the knees lower is going to take some of that intensity away. So you can decide. You can also look to the opposite side. And if that is too much on your neck, just keep looking up. Doing your best to relax as much as you can here. Relax the belly and the glutes. And now take your awareness to your left lung, behind your left rib cage. Begin to breathe sideways there. Inhaling for 4, and exhaling for 6. Lengthening the exhales more than the inhales. And every exhale just allows your body to get a little heavier on the ground, on the mat. Just keep softening, surrendering. If you like on this side, you can take your right fingertips and massage that left rib cage right in between the ribs, intercostals. And say hello maybe to your stomach, your pancreas, which is on this side. Making some space. Again, this is not something that feels good for you. That's okay. You don't have to do it. Wherever it is that you are, just remember not to have any muscle engagement. Just try to be as relaxed as possible. And for the last about 20 seconds of this posture, see if you can soften up a little bit more. Take a big inhale. And an exhale. On the next inhale, begin to slowly bring your knees back up to center. And the exhale gets you there. And from here, we'll go right into our final Shavasana. So you can take your blanket and place it right underneath your knees to lengthen your legs. You can also take blocks or books and place them behind your thighs. Your arms just next to you, palms up. Right, make sure that you separate your legs a little bit. Take up some space. Take up some space. Allowing yourself to receive all the benefits of what you just did. Take a moment to thank yourself for taking a few moments to just take care of yourself. And please stay here as long as you like. Whenever it is that you are ready, make sure that you get out of this posture very slowly, coming onto the right or the left side, using that top arm to slowly bring yourself back up. Take another moment. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if this practice felt good for you, please take a follow on this YouTube channel, BLM Yoga NYC, and let me know what you thought. Let me know how you liked it. Thank you.